Uh, I'm not really, bro. This dude, Aiden Ross, been watching. He's been doubling down, tripling down, keeps saying how he doesn't care. Sounds cool for him. You know what? Let me stop being politically correct. Yo, fuck that dude, bro. Dead ass. Fuck that dude. I'm off this. I'm not sure. I know you've probably heard these points in other places, and I've even made them myself on the last Mechanism Monday. But dead ass, the fact that he keeps doubling and tripling down, starting to irritate me. His whole attitude seems to be, how dare you show some respect for your people and your artist and your culture and your community. How dare you show them respect by not allowing me to curse them out and talk about them like they're everything but a child of God? And he's not sorry. Here's the thing. It doesn't even matter if he comes out and tells you he's sorry now. He definitely is not. He'd only be sorry now because of the consequences. He'd only back down now talking about he was wrong because he couldn't get away with it consequence free. He's not sorry. He doesn't think he's wrong. He fully believes that he should be able to disrespect Doshi because fuck it, he wants to. And then blame it on everything else under the sun. I'm flat, man. Yeah, I got you. And then put it on everything under the sun. Like, blame it on everything under the sun except for his choices. Super crazy. Super crazy. And we're sitting here debating about whether or not he has the right to say it. Fuck that. To everybody who's jumping on the bandwagon, first of all, thank you, Weak Link. Thank you for letting us know exactly who you are. Weak Link. Appreciate it. Your weak ass want to come out and defend Aiden Ross and start talking about he has the right to say it. All right, we have the right to say what we're saying too. We have the right to dole out some consequences behind that fuck shit. Second point, to everybody quick to jump in talking about you don't even like her music. You know, first of all, I do. And second of all, that's besides the fucking point. What does her music have to do with her being a dumb bitch, a dirty bitch, a rotten whore, and all this other bullshit he was calling her? What does any of that have to do with anything? Please, if anybody has an answer to that, I'd love to hear it. But you won't because there isn't one. He didn't mention her music once, except to tell people that her Spotify streams were going down or that they couldn't name three of her records. Like that gives you any right to talk the bullshit you talking. Or how about this one? If you can't name three of her songs, name three Doshi. Bro, what does being a fan have to do with realizing the right and wrong of you talking all kinds of heinous to this woman? Not a fucking thing. And when that doesn't work, when he can't, get past the well, Joe Budden called her a plant too. Joe Budden didn't take back him calling her a plant. Joe Budden said he's in agreement with you getting slapped in the mouth for talking crazy. Nothing to do with the music. But dudes like Aiden Ross allow their position, their money, their influence to convince them that the access they have, they're entitled to. What you're seeing is entitlement. Plain and simple. What you're seeing is entitlement. Again, how dare you tell me that I can't talk shit about whoever I want, however I want, for whatever I want? How dare you attempt to salvage that woman's dignity and your community's self-respect by denying me my desire to talk shit about her, to talk shit to her, about her, and dump a bunch of shit all over her name. How dare you attempt to respect yourselves enough now? That's all I'm hearing. That's all I'm hearing when this dude opens his mouth. And I know there are people saying we should let it go, but fuck that. Why? Why are we always the ones letting it go? Turn the other cheek. I feel personally guilty of that shit. Letting a gang of shit slide. Time and time again, either under the banner of, hey, I'm gonna mind my business. They not talking to me. And I know a lot of people have been hit with that. Yo, he ain't even talking to you. Mind your business. You might need that contact one day. You might, yo, bro, it's not worth it. I'm off that. It's not worth it. It's not. It's not. And let's keep this going. If this is the day, for everybody out there who's watching, if this is the day one of your people decides that enough is enough, please do us all a favor and shut the fuck up. Please don't start telling them, well, why are you saying something? Please don't discourage people who decided to do the right thing today. The process was never going to happen overnight. The process of us reclaiming our self-respect, our dignity, was never going to happen overnight. But it had to start somewhere. And you don't have to be the one who's denying the change. How about you stay on code and shut the fuck up? Or keep telling us who you are, weak link. Thank you for showing off so we know it's you. Appreciate that. Like, I can't stand it. Aiden Ross pops off, Glasses Malone pops back in defense of Doshi, who is yet to say anything outside of a song where she didn't mention names. And here comes everybody. Well, how come they don't? How come they waited till now? What fucking difference does it make? It's happening now. What fucking difference does it make? Why? Who gives a shit? They're awake now. They snapped out of it now. They've decided enough is enough now. New year, who this? Why is it your job to point out anyone's inconsistencies when they're trying to be consistent about something that's good for us? You whine like a damn woman. Bro, suck my dick. Real cute talk from behind the screen. Again, that Aiden Ross shit. Here comes somebody from behind the screen. Got shit to say on that Aiden Ross shit. If you want to defend him, weak link, good looking out. Good looking out. We now know who you are. But it's another bot. Might not even be a real person. Because most of these cats aren't. And even if even if you're a flesh and blood human being, you're still not a real person. There's no way you could be real and go against what I'm saying. No way. Yeah, there's no way you could be real and still and not get what I'm saying. We have to start standing up for us. And it can't be about what anybody else thinks. And if you're not okay with that, if you're not down with that, move the fuck on. Don't come on my page. Don't come on a lot of people's pages. Just be the fuck out. We don't need you here. What am I doing outside? I'm coming from the studio, bro. These is championship hours. I'm coming from the studio. In defense of Doshi, Joe Budden, Glasses, not like they need any defense. But it's time for this bullshit to stop. We gotta stop letting the loud ass weak links dictate policy. That shit is trash. And I'm not here, I'm not with that shit. Super corny. Super corny. Jumping on air, yo, attention is the new currency, and a lot of these motherfuckers is on sale for cheap. A lot of them, and you can see it. Aiden's money, Aiden's numbers, Aiden's influence are enough to make them tuck tail and be good little house niggas. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Weak link, dickless, spineless, boot licking ass cowards will try and get you to chill, try and get you to stay in your place, try and get you not to make a fuss, try to point out what they think is a weakness. Oh, you just hate him, bro. That man was talking reckless. And I'm sorry I come from the era where that wasn't okay. Back in the I just remember when bullies were a real thing. They didn't exist online. And you were gonna run into them. So the shit you talked, you had to be able to back up. YouTube and Wi-Fi makes everybody feel like ain't no consequences. Because you can do it anonymously online, not show your face, come up with a fake name, put a fake profile picture. And Aiden's the same way. He's got the money to hide behind security on some Takashi 6ix9ine shit. That makes him immune. But when he starts feeling it, when the attention is negative, all of a sudden, this is the last time I'm gonna say anything about it, bro. I still don't care. All right, heard you. Heard you. We should care though. We should care. Your community should mean something to you. And the main reason I feel that way is because everybody else's community means something to them. They'll hit you with that talk if you start getting out of pocket with them. They'll hit you with that talk. Criticize. Aiden loves to tell you how he's the little Jewish kid. Mind you, this man is 25 fucking years old. He's 25 fucking years old. He's not a kid. He only becomes a kid when the consequences pull up from grown men, when grown men attempt to hold him accountable. All of a sudden, he's a kid who we should just be ignoring and paying no attention. That's a pass. And that's a Jedi mind trick. Don't fall for that bullshit. I'm off that. I'm off that. This is corny. This is super corny. The idea that someone will come out and demand that you give homeboy a pass. Corny. Best way to hurt a narcissist, pay him no attention. Hit him in the pocket, hit him in the opportunity. But what bothers me is the main reason that probably won't work is because because of some of these the same attitude that some of these weak links have in the comments right now. Because we don't know what solidarity is. We don't exercise really standing with each other. And I'm not talking about backing somebody if they're 100% wrong. But how about what happens in the house stays in the house? The way we talk to each other, we don't do in mixed company. They don't need to see how we get down with each other, and they can't talk to us like that around us. I grew up in a house with siblings. If I cursed at one of my siblings, if I barked on them, if we got into a fight, whatever it was, physical or verbal, whatever kind of fight we got into, that shit was in the house or that shit was just between us. Let me walk out the house and somebody who was outside of the house calls my brother or my sister the same thing I did, we got a problem. And that's not a double standard. It's just a fucking standard. There are dynamics between family that are that are only between family. And this concept that, well, because you get to say it, I should be able to say this shit too. That shit is trash. Where the fuck they do that at? He's incapable of looking inward versus pointing the blame to misdirect is wild. Nobody deserves to be spoken like. Thank you. Thank you. Here's the thing. It has nothing to do with her music. All that reckless talk didn't involve her music at all. Her artistic ability, none of that. None of that. All of his insults had shit to do with the kind of music she makes. That's why everybody put their foot on his neck. That's why the people who decided to step out, stepped out. That's why the people who decided to speak up, spoke up. Had nothing to do with her music. And he talks real reckless towards women. But I'm not even on that kind of time. How about when you hear one of us standing up for one of us, you shut the fuck up about it. Close your mouth. Nobody needs to hear the contrarian negative shit. How about for once we circle the wagons, we lock the door, we maintain the house. How about for once we show some fucking solidarity and stop letting these loud ass weak links pop shit and make policy. It's all right to stand up. It's all right. That's cool. It's all right to stand up for each other. I don't know if you've noticed, but they seem to be making it a point, and by they, I mean they, really seem to be making it a point to let us know that we ain't them. They don't consider us one of them. I don't see the problem and you ain't got to be loud about it. You ain't got to be loud about it. I'm not telling you to throw a brick through nobody's window or spaz out or none of that shit. Mind your business, do your work, get your money. But how about we stop supporting people who openly disrespect us? I'm not sure that that's a hot take. I don't know when that became a hot take. Fuck that dude. Super simple. Because you'll say fuck that dude to people you know who've pissed you off. But this dude, dead ass, looked us all in the face and said, how dare you invalidate my audacity? How dare you disrespect my audacity? I want to be able to disrespect whoever I want to in your culture and in your community. And then call one of you to check the rest of you so I can continue doing what I want to do. I'll just label myself the victim. All of a sudden now they're picking on the little Jewish kid. His words, not mine. That's corny. Literally playing in our faces. And it should be about our faces. We got to check these vultures, bro. We got to check these fucking vultures. Everybody can't get a pass. Everybody can't be at the cookout. And when they show their ass, that should be enough. Stop coming up with excuses why it's okay. I don't want to hear about academics. Niggas don't say nothing to academics, y'all. But first of all, where the fuck have you been? People check academics all the fucking time. One quick trip down his stream will show you niggas get at him constantly. Constantly. I don't know who the people are who are still supporting him and letting him rock, but people get at him constantly. But there's always a weak link popping up talking about you're only hating on him because he got more money. Most of the people who hate you and will do foul shit to you have more power, influence, or money over you. Go check the fucking government. Having more money does not mean you are righteous or what you're doing is cool. And it shouldn't even be fucking allowed. But people check Ack all the time. And newsflash, nigga, Ack is Ack is a family member. He may not be a welcome family member. He may be a fucked up cousin, but he's a fucking family member. That's for us to deal with in-house. Aiden Ross is not that. He's not that. We all got cousins and nieces or brothers, family maybe that we don't like, that we don't specifically get along with. We all got that. But you don't talk to them the same way you talk to outsiders. That's not how that works. At least that's not how I give it up. I can't speak for some of y'all. That ain't how I give it up. I think this rugged individualism is fucking us up because everybody else is running the race together and we insist on running it separate. And when a couple of us try to bunch up and group up and link up and click up and get some strength in numbers, there's always somebody trying to discourage that shit. And I don't know when y'all are gonna wake up and realize, or we are going to wake up and realize they don't fear our violence, they fear our unity. That's why they always discouraging it. It ain't about us how much we can spaz and how much we can slide on ops. They don't care about that. They can contain that. Our unity is what's dangerous. That's the fear. That's what we need to do. That's what we need to focus on. That's the power. It's in our unity. It ain't got shit to do with our capacity for violence. Trust me. You can't out violence them folk, but we can't seem to out unify them. And that's why we're taking a loss. And if it's a small step, if it's something just as simple and small as deciding that Aiden Ross can't get away with that kind of reckless talk without some kind of consequences, ain't even got to be physical. I'm not telling nobody to get locked up. Ain't even got to be physical. But a unified front letting them know we not fucking with it, that works. That would work. That would work. And it's not that difficult for some of us. I can't speak for all of us. But nah. This is so clearly, this issue is so clearly black and white. The idea of anybody coming to his defense baffles me, blows my fucking mind. And I'm just not with it. I'm just not with it. We can be better. We can be better. I was watching an old episode. My brother sent me an old episode of My Expert Opinion when I was interviewing Killer Mike. And he said something to the effect of, you can't keep playing devil's advocate. Say something nice about black people. Say something good about black people. Now it was a joke in a moment. There was humor in it. It wasn't a joke. He wasn't playing. He was serious. And I answered him because I love a lot about black people. I love my people. I love our people. I had an answer, but Mike is about unity. And that comment from him, as I'm watching it today, made me realize what kind of time he's on and why he was right to question whether I even liked our people. Because some of the responses I'm getting back, some of the backlash I've been seeing in this situation is making me wonder how many of us actually like us. Seems to me that most of these people must have been neglected as children, clearly a lack of structured parenting or being taught manners and accountability. I'm with you. I'm with you, but I'm not with you. Let me challenge you with something. Let me make sure I get your name right. Lil Bitty One. Let me hit you with something, Lil Bitty, because I don't think you're wrong. What if, what if this is exactly how they were raised to get down? Maybe not taught by their parents, but maybe taught by their environment, taught by our reactions to their blatant disrespect. What if they weren't raised? I mean, what if this is how the plan? This is what it was supposed to be. What if this is it? That's what I'm on. That's what I'm thinking. At this point, ignorance is not like ignorance is bliss, but you have to be willfully ignorant to not see that this is intentional. This shit ain't. It's not a mistake. It's not an accident. Maybe this is it. Maybe this is it. And maybe this is something we need to deal with. And when it comes to that last sentence, take the maybe out of it. We 100% as a group, unified, need to approach this a very specific way. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm getting close to the crib. I'm not gonna keep this live going too much longer. I ain't come up here to preach, but I had to get this shit off my chest. I'm sick of seeing us go at each other for somebody else's benefit. Sick of that shit. Sick of that shit. Fuck them weak links. If you not with us, just go over there. Stop pretending. I'm sure they got red hats for everybody. Just go over there. But somebody standing up for us and you find a way to make fun of that shit, you just telling on yourself. You telling us who you are, how you get down, and what you about. And thank you for exposing that weak link ass. Thank you, weak link. We appreciate it. Weak link, always one. Hopefully they keep exposing each other. Hopefully. I'd rather that than me sitting here thinking that you actually down and you pull the bullshit. Little bitty one, think about that though. What if this is exactly what it's supposed to be? And I understand. Don't think I don't agree with you because 100%. You see a lot of people talking. You can tell by how they talk. They've never been punched in the mouth. 100%. But I think on a deeper level, we as a people, have taught other people how to treat us. We as a community, we've taught other people how to treat us. Dead ass. I think we've taught other people how to treat us by our reactions to disrespect or lack of reaction to disrespect. I think we've taught people how to treat us. It would be nice to see the point stick and spread beyond Dolce. I'm with that. I'm not even gonna finish reading the rest of what you wrote. Hard stop. That's all I'm saying. That's what I want to see happen too. That's all I'm saying. Because it's bigger than her. He only did it because he thought there would be no consequences. He even goes on his live and tells you, I talk like this to everyone. I talk like this to everybody. He doesn't feel he has to be sensitive to the fact that she's a woman. He doesn't feel like he has to be sensitive to the fact that she's black and he's white. And those things fucking matter. Pardon me. This administration is very much showing you those things matter to a lot of motherfuckers. And they matter to him, believe it or not. He's telling you what it is. He's telling you what it is. How dare you block my audacity? It might be a pipe dream to think people can stop attacking women for being women in the music in general. I don't know if that will ever happen though. I need you to erase that last part off your talk. It can happen. We just got to decide that it's worth it. It can happen. Fuck, I think it's gonna happen. I'm with it. I'm with it. I'm off this. I'm the other way of rocking. I'm off that. I'm off that. I'm with you completely. I don't think it's a pipe dream, and I don't want to move like it's a pipe dream. I want to move like it's about time. That's it. I just want to move like it's about time. We should have been did it. We're late to the party. Better late than never, though. Better late than never. Maybe now we about that. It's about that time. Better late than never. How about we just accept that we might be a little late, but we here now, and we're not hypocrites because we changed our mind on how we want to be talked to. It's not acceptable no more. Why does everybody else get to say shit like that and we can't? It ain't acceptable no more. Enough. Fuck out of here. We can say that shit too and mean it. It will happen. Thank you. It's happening now. It's happening now. We can move forward on something. Oh, fuck that. Who the fuck you talking to? You wouldn't say that shit to nobody's face. Fuck out of here. We can do that. We're doing that. It will happen. Thank you. With that said, I'm down for it. That's all I need to hear. And you know what? Here's the other thing. One of the reasons I feel so comfortable talking this talk right now is because I know the people who fuck with me, the people who have supported me through my expert opinion and all through my journalism career and just now catching on, the people who fuck with me, they get it. They get it. And then some of them just want to watch. Yo, I'm out. Please and thank you. I'm posting back up on here tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be before, during, or after the studio. Well, not during, but before or after the studio session. I'm pulling back up. I'm keeping the party going. And this is what I'm on from here on out. So if you're not with it, please just move the fuck on. Don't don't waste anybody's time trying to convince us or show us how much you don't care. We get it. It's cool. Move the fuck on. But like for everybody else, this is what I'm on. This is what I'm on. So if you with it, stick around. We're gonna get real interesting real fast. Y'all be cool.